Good morning, ladies. I hope this video finds you well. It's Friday, in case you're watching this on another platform. My name is Charli Wall, and this is my question of the week segment, but it's not exactly a question this Friday. It is more of a statement that someone said to me, and I just wanted to talk to it because and I wrote about this. If you read my stuff, which you may not, it's fine if you don't. I wrote about this the other day. A dear friend had said to me, "I'm unhelpable." I'm just going to make sure this is turned up all right. I'm beyond help. No one can help me. I'd offered my support, and she just said, I just don't think anyone can help me. And I wanted to speak to that because it made me consider how many of you feel or have felt that you may be beyond anyone's help, that you're so used to being unhappy and used to being anxious or used to being just finding life difficult and struggling, that no matter what therapy or what counselling or what books you've bought, however many positive psychology books you've bought, that nothing has gotten you to where you deserve to be, basically. And you are not unhelpable. You are not beyond help. I know that it may feel like that from time to time because we have spent so much time and effort and money in trying to fix ourselves from the problem that we think we have. So it's almost like you're kind of climbing up this never-ending mountain. And the way I talk about it in my programs is it's like an iceberg. And I'm sorry if you've watched my stuff before and this gets repetitive, but it is you, this is a metaphor, you are like an iceberg. And the tip of the iceberg that we can see is 10% of that iceberg. So you've got the tip. 90% of that iceberg is under the water, it's invisible, right? So what we can see with our eyes is our problem with us. So it might be that we find life difficult, it might be that we're comfort eating, it might be that we're struggling with our weight, we might be struggling with our relationships, we might be struggling with sleep, we might be eating, drinking, smoking, raging, reacting. We could do any number of those things, right? We'll probably all do, in some form, all of those things because we're human. But we will see that as a problem. We will find life difficult. We'll find life a struggle. And the tip is what we see is wrong with us. So we look to fix that. And it's a bit like you and I getting a chisel or a hammer and getting to the top of that iceberg and chipping away at it with a hammer. And we'll spend a long time chipping away at the tip of that iceberg. And we'll put a lot of hard work and effort into chipping away at that iceberg. And the little chips might be that you have hypnotherapy, or that you have psychotherapy, or that you have long-standing counselling, or that you buy a popular book that's out there that everyone's talking about, and you're doing your affirmations and you're doing your vision boards and you're chipping away and you're working really hard on trying to have a different experience of life, right? So yeah, you might be able to chip some of that ice away, but it's strong in its foundation. The 90% that's invisible of that iceberg is not shifting, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with you at all. There never has been. All that's going on here, my friend, is that there's a misunderstanding about who you think you are and about what's true of all human beings. And all we're doing innocently is misidentifying with the chip of that iceberg, with a chip, with the tip, with who we think we are, with our perceived problems, with what we think is wrong with us. And we get up each morning with the same mindset. Even if we're trying to do our affirmations and all like that, if you don't fundamentally believe that you're okay, you might as well go and piss in the wind. You know, I remember a time when I would be like, when I first lost my father, and I'd ended up in hospital, and I was absolutely done in. Completely done in. And I thought, right, I'm going to write in my journal, I'm going to do my affirmations. There has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. And so there I am, chipping away, right, at the top of my iceberg, making a few indents, but all I'm actually doing is walking along, doing my walking and saying these affirmations over and over and over and over again. But because I didn't know that I was okay, because I didn't know that I wasn't broken, I didn't really believe it at a core level. I was saying it like a mantra, and it would be tripping off my tongue, and nothing really shifted. You know, I felt better because I was doing something about my perceived trauma and grief, but it wasn't really getting to the foundation. And what I teach, what I want you to know, is that all I have to do is shift the temperature of that iceberg by 0.5%, and it starts to change shape, it starts to change form. All I ever want to do with you guys, whether you just listen to these in whatever social media you're listening it to, or whether you read my emails, or whether you work with me personally, all I'm ever trying to do is point you upstream so that you have an insight about yourself. You have an insight that fundamentally changes your perception of yourself and the world around you. And that's what we do. We shift the foundation of that iceberg, and it's effortless. It's not years and years and hours of chipping away at the tip. If I can teach you that you are all helpable, that none of you are beyond help, that if I can do it, you can do it, and all my clients have done it. There's no book that I've ever read that says everyone in the world has this golden magic within them except you. Although I did think that about me for a long time, so there's a little caveat there. But if I can give you any hope, it's that it's much closer than you think. It's much less hard work than you think. And please don't give up hope. Whatever your issue is, whatever your problem is, I guarantee you that I can help you. So it was a bit like a challenge when my friend said this to me: you can't help me, no one can help me. Because I know that I can. But what I need my friend to do, and anyone else who feels like that, is be open to the possibility that you're okay. Anyway, I'll see you very soon, hopefully next week. If you have any questions you want me to speak to, then just send them to me or write them in the group, and I'll come on and do one next week. Bye.